a time when the West was still wild and untamed, there lived a nurse named Clara. She had grown up in a bustling town, where she always dreamed of making a difference. After completing her training, Clara longed for adventure and the chance to help those in desperate need. With courage in her heart, she packed her bags and rode westward. Clara settled in a small cabin on the edge of the frontier, surrounded by sweeping plains and towering mountains. With only a few supplies and her strong spirit, she started caring for nearby settlers. Each day brought new challenges, from snake bites to childbirth complications. Despite the hardships, Clara remained dedicated to her calling. She believed that everyone, no matter their background or culture, deserved care and compassion. Her reputation as a healer quickly spread, reaching even the ears of nearby Apache tribes. Clara felt honored when they sought her help. She respected their ways, understanding that healing was not just about medicine but also about listening and connecting with others. Day after day, Clara's cabin became a beacon of hope, echoing with laughter and stories shared between cultures. A true testament to her unwavering dedication to helping those in need. One day, as Clara prepared her supplies for the day, a group of Apache warriors arrived at her cabin. They rode swiftly, their horses kicking up dust behind them. Leading the group was the Apache chief, Tall Bear, a strong and respected leader known for his wisdom and bravery. However, today he bore a look of worry that Clara had never seen before. Tall Bear dismounted and approached Clara with urgency in his eyes. "My infant son is very sick," he said, his voice filled with fear and desperation. "We have tried everything, but nothing helps him." Clara could see how deeply worried he was. The bond between a father and his child was clear in every line of his face. The baby had fallen ill after a sudden change in weather, developing a high fever that left him weak and restless. The chief explained that, with no nearby doctor familiar with their ways, they felt lost and hopeless. Clara understood the gravity of the situation. The life of an innocent child hung in the balance. Without hesitation, she gathered her supplies and prepared herself for the challenging journey to help save Tall Bear's precious son. Clara took a deep breath, feeling the weight of Tall Bear's request on her shoulders. She knew the Apache camp was miles away, hidden among the rugged hills and dense forests. With each step toward their home, Clara felt a mix of determination and anxiety. She mounted her loyal horse, Daisy, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The sun hung low in the sky as they set off, casting long shadows over the land. The path was rocky and uneven, making it difficult for Clara and Daisy to navigate quickly. Along the way, Clara kept her eyes sharp for any dangers. Wild animals or unexpected weather could threaten them. As she rode deeper into the wilderness, she encountered a swift river that cut through the land like a silver ribbon. Clara realized she'd need to cross it to continue her journey. Gathering her courage, she carefully guided Daisy into the cold water, grateful when they made it safely to the other side. With every challenge Clara faced, her resolve only grew stronger. She focused on Tall Bear's worried face and the urgency of saving his child, knowing that every moment counted in this race against time. As Clara continued her journey, the beauty of the frontier landscape surrounded her. Majestic mountains rose in the distance, their peaks dusted with white snow. Vibrant wildflowers painted the fields in hues of yellow and purple, and birds chirped cheerfully in the trees above. Yet, amidst this stunning scenery, Clara knew danger lurked just beyond sight. While riding through a grove of trees, she suddenly spotted a family of deer grazing quietly. They froze for a moment, eyes wide with fear, before bounding away into the underbrush. Clara smiled at their grace but remained alert. She understood that wildlife could be unpredictable. Later on, Clara encountered a group of settlers who were tending to a small farm. They greeted her warmly but warned of recent wolf sightings nearby. "Be careful as you travel," one farmer said, his voice steady but concerned. "They're hungry and bold." Thanking them for the warning, Clara felt a shiver of apprehension but pushed it aside. The thought of Tall Bear's sick child drove her forward. With every encounter, she gained strength from the kindness of others and marveled at nature's beauty, while remaining mindful of the wild challenges that lay ahead. After a long and exhausting journey, Clara finally arrived at the Apache camp as the sun dipped low in the sky, painting the horizon in warm shades of orange and pink. The camp was alive with activity. Children played, and women tended to fires, their laughter echoing through the air. But Clara's eyes quickly searched for Tall Bear, hoping to find him amidst the bustling scene. As she approached, she spotted the chief standing near a large tent, his expression a mix of relief and worry. When he saw Clara, his face lit up with hope, but his eyes still reflected deep concern for his sick son. "You have come," he said breathlessly, clenching her hands in gratitude. "Quickly, follow me." The tribe gathered around them, curious and anxious. Some whispered among themselves, unsure of what to expect from this white nurse who had come to help one of their own. Clara could feel their gazes piercing her with skepticism and warmth alike. She returned their looks with calm assurance, ready to prove that she was there not only to heal but also to listen and respect their ways. With Tall Bear leading the way, Clara felt a surge of determination as she prepared to face the challenge ahead. Clara followed Tall Bear into the large tent, where the sick infant lay wrapped in soft blankets. The baby's tiny body was hot to the touch, his cheeks flushed with fever. Clara's heart raced as she assessed the situation, knowing time was of the essence. She quickly set to work, laying out her limited supplies on a small wooden table. Herbs, bandages, and a bottle of cool water. "Do you have anything for pain?" she asked Tall Bear, hoping to find something they used traditionally. The chief nodded and hurried out, returning moments later with a small pouch filled with dried leaves. Clara recognized them as a local remedy and felt a spark of hope. As she prepared a mixture for the baby, Clara faced another challenge, communicating with the anxious parents and relatives gathered around her. She struggled to explain her methods while respecting their customs. Using simple gestures and kind smiles, she aimed to reassure them that she was there to help. Once she administered the medicine, Clara stayed close to the infant, monitoring his condition. She softly sang lullabies to comfort him and ease the tension in the room. With each passing moment, she could feel the weight of responsibility pressing down on her. The path ahead was uncertain, but her commitment to heal this child remained unwavering. Just as dawn broke, casting a golden light over the camp, Clara stepped outside to take a breath of fresh air. The gentle warmth of the morning sun felt comforting after the tension of the previous night. As she looked around, hoping for a moment of peace, her eyes caught sight of something extraordinary. In the distance, a herd of 50 painted Mustangs came galloping across the plains, their vibrant colors shimmering in the early light. The sight was like a scene from a dream, majestic and awe-inspiring. Each horse was adorned with unique patterns, swirling colors that reflected the rich culture and spirit of the Apache people. Clara stood frozen, captivated by the beauty of nature and its wild creatures. The sound of hooves thundering against the earth resonated in her chest, filling her with hope and strength. It felt as though these spirited horses were running not just for themselves but as a symbol of unity between their world and hers. Clara took this moment as a message, a reminder that healing was not just about medicine. It was also about connection, understanding, and respect between cultures. She felt a renewed sense of purpose as she prepared to face the challenges ahead. As Clara continued to care for the sick infant, she realized that earning the tribe's trust required more than just tending to wounds and fevers. She decided to immerse herself in their traditions and customs. After administering the medicine, Clara asked Tall Bear if she could learn about their healing practices. He nodded, intrigued by her genuine interest. Over the next few days, Clara participated in daily activities within the camp. She helped the women gather herbs and prepare food, listening intently as they shared stories of their culture. One evening, as a group gathered around a fire, Clara joined in their songs, her voice mingling with theirs under the stars. The tribe began to see her not just as an outsider but as someone who respected and valued their way of life. Gradually, Clara's kindness and willingness to learn broke down barriers. When she treated other children in the camp, the parents watched with hope instead of skepticism. They began to approach her with questions and seek her guidance on minor ailments. The bond between Clara and the Apache people deepened, creating a bridge of trust that would support her mission to heal Tall Bear's son and strengthen their unity in the face of challenges. After several days of care and attention, Clara noticed a change in the infant's condition. The fever that had once burned fiercely began to subside, his tiny body becoming cooler to the touch. Clara's heart swelled with hope as she carefully monitored his progress, adjusting her treatments based on what she had learned from Tall Bear and the tribe's traditional practices. One morning, as the sun rose high in the sky, Clara entered the tent to find the baby awake and alert. His wide eyes sparkled with life, and a soft coo escaped his lips. Tall Bear rushed in behind her, his expression shifting from anxiety to disbelief as he saw his son's newfound energy. "He is well," Clara exclaimed, a smile spreading across her face. The relief spread through the tent like wildfire, drawing in family members who gasped in joy. Clara quickly checked the baby's vitals, confirming that he was out of danger. The tribe surrounded her, their faces filled with gratitude and admiration. They had witnessed her unwavering determination and skill throughout this journey, and now they celebrated not just the healing of the child, but also the bond that had formed between Clara and the Apache people. Together, they shared laughter and tears of joy, marking a turning point in their relationship. As the sun began to set, a vibrant celebration erupted in the Apache camp to honor Clara for her healing efforts. The air was filled with the sounds of laughter and joyful chatter as families gathered around a large fire, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames. Tall Bear, filled with gratitude, stood at the front, calling for everyone's attention. The tribe began to sing traditional songs that echoed across the plains. Their voices harmonized beautifully, weaving tales of strength and unity. Clara listened with awe, feeling the rhythm of their culture wrap around her like a warm embrace. She couldn't help but tap her feet along with the music, her heart swelling with joy. As night fell, dancers emerged, adorned in colorful garments that swayed gracefully with each movement. They danced around the fire, their feet pounding the earth in celebration. Clara was invited to join in, and with a mix of excitement and nervousness, she stepped into the circle. The tribe welcomed her warmly, encouraging her to follow their movements. In this moment of togetherness, Clara felt truly accepted. The celebration was not just about her healing work, but also about the bond they had formed, a bridge between cultures that would continue to grow stronger as they danced beneath the stars. As days turned into weeks, Clara's connection with the Apache community deepened. The tribe began to see her not only as a healer but as an integral part of their lives. She often joined them in daily rituals, sharing meals and stories around the fire. Each interaction was filled with warmth and laughter, breaking down any remaining barriers between them. Tall Bear frequently sought Clara's advice, viewing her as a trusted friend. They exchanged knowledge. She taught him some modern medical techniques, while he shared the wisdom of traditional healing practices. Their friendship blossomed, and Clara felt honored to be welcomed into his family, often playing with the children and learning their games. One afternoon, Clara accompanied the women of the tribe to gather herbs. They chatted and laughed, creating a bond that transcended language. Clara was determined to understand their customs fully and was always eager to learn more about their beliefs and traditions. This mutual respect fostered a profound understanding between Clara and the Apache people. They found strength in each other, realizing that their different backgrounds enriched their relationship. Clara had not only helped save the chief's son, she had also created lasting friendships that promised to thrive long after her journey on the frontier ended. Reflecting on her time with the Apache community, Clara realized that this experience had profoundly changed her life. She had entered their world as a stranger, driven by the desire to heal, but she left with so much more: a deep understanding of cultural differences and the extraordinary power of cooperation. The bond she formed with the tribe taught her that healing goes beyond medicine. It involves empathy, respect, and a willingness to learn from one another. Clara often thought about the painted Mustangs that had run through the plains, symbolizing freedom and unity. This image became a reminder of her journey and the friendships that blossomed amidst the challenges. She learned that embracing different cultures enriched her perspective and made her a better nurse and person. Back in her cabin, Clara shared her stories with other settlers, emphasizing the importance of understanding and respecting diverse traditions. The lessons learned from Tall Bear and his family remained with her, guiding her interactions in her own community. She found joy in fostering connections between cultures, knowing that cooperation could lead to greater healing for all. Clara understood that every relationship built on trust and respect could change lives, including her own in ways she had never imagined.